So what is going on, everybody? It's your boy Jake Rude, and welcome back to some more NBA 2K20 My League rebuilds. This is my first rebuild of the years, and guys, I know it's been a week and a bit, but your boy is back on this game, and I'm trying to start things off right. Going back to the basics, I'm going to start my rebuilds going on with the Charlotte Hornets here to start things off. Now, I was going to do a lot of other lottery teams that are lower on the power rankings list, but I recently did some of those rebuilds on 2K19, so I didn't want to have to redo them again for 2K20. Eventually I will get back around to those teams, and the more you guys comment, the more news that happens in the league, is the more chances I'll do that team. So we're going to start things off though with the Charlotte Hornets. Now, we got to take a look at this team before we do anything, because we got to break this down. We got to know what we're working with this season. The Charlotte Hornets, you guys already know, gave Terry Rozier that crazy contract, 3 years, $56 million. I don't know why, but it is what it is, man. I guess they had to find some way to just move on from Kemba Walker, and maybe this was their way. I don't know if he's going to really develop into any better of a scorer that he is. So I don't know about him. He'll be, we'll see what we can do with him after the season. Nick Batum, veteran guy. It's going to be his last year on his contract. He's getting 25 mil. And he also has a player option next year for 27. Now, he can either be a mentor for the young team, or he can just be someone we trade at maybe the trade deadline, depending on how we're doing this season, because maybe Nicholas Batum can play somewhere else, get a ring. They got Cody Zeller here. He can step it up this year. Michael Kidd, who doesn't really need to be on this team. We have a lot of, got PJ Washington coming up. We got Miles Bridges. We got a lot of young guys on this team. I feel like Michael Kidd, he's just, I don't really know what he's good at. I don't really know what I want to do with him. So yeah, Michael Kidd, I don't know what's going to happen with him. Of course, the young Miles Bridges. This guy is going to be our future of the team alongside our other young guys. Miles Bridges was drafted from Michigan State, 12th pick back in 2018. Marvin Williams, another older guy. Willie Hernangomez, Bismack, Malik Monk, who probably is going to be the star of this team. He's definitely going to become a starter maybe this season or the year after. We're going to start him regardless, because I don't see any other shooting guard starting over him, because he is our only shooting guard on the team. So when it comes to this team, I don't really know what I'm going to do yet. We're probably going to tank this season for sure. Nick Batum's a guy I want to get off the books as soon as possible, because that player option is going to hurt us for next year. We still will only have 72 mil. We'll have Terry Rozier, Nick Batum, Cody Zeller, Malik Monk, PJ. So all the young guys. The main people we'll be losing is Bismack, Marvin, who I don't really mind losing, Michael Kidd. Almost forgot this is going to be our lineup though heading into this season. We got Terry Rozier at point, Malik Monk, Nick Batum, Michael Kidd, Bismack Biyombo, Cody Zeller, Marvin Williams, Miles Bridges, Hernangomez, PJ Washington, and that's going to be it, man. We're going to leave Cody Martin, Dwayne Bacon off the lineup for now. Let's get back into this sim. So at the trade deadline, we're currently the 13th seed in the Eastern Conference. So, we're doing what we're supposed to be doing. We're losing a lot of games. Now, this is where it gets a little interesting, because I want to actually make some moves, maybe even bring in some draft picks. So, we're going to see where Nick Batum can get us, just because, we don't want him to suffer on this team any longer. So, this is going to be the trade that we offer for the Blazers. We're going to give them Nicholas Batum, 2 second-round picks, and we're going to end up getting their first pick and Kent Bazemore down. We're only taking Kent Bazemore just so the contracts can work out, and at least we still get a solid shooting guard that can back up Malik Monk. He is on a 1-year deal for 19 mil, so at least we won't have him next season as well. Let's add an exception, and we're not interested. All right, you guys are snakes. Is this their counter offer? Hold on. So they want a first-round pick, another second-round pick for 2021. This is top 10 protected, so that's good to see. And yeah, the 2 picks. So we're gonna go ahead and do that. We get Nick Batum off the books, and now I think we're looking good, man. We got a lot of draft picks. We have Nick Batum off the books, and now our future really depends on Terry Rozier. So I actually forgot to take injuries off. Stupid me, I forgot. I haven't done this in a long time, but Malik Monk's actually out at the moment, so this maybe adds to our tanking. He's gonna be out for 1 to 2 weeks. I'm gonna turn injuries off, and then we're gonna continue, and I'll see you guys in the offseason. So at the end of the year, Giannis wins MVP this season, averaging 27, 13, and 5 with 2 steals and 2 blocks. Greek Freak does it again. Zion Williamson, of course, Rookie of the Year. Nothing changed there. D'Lo was 6th Man of the Year in Golden State. Kawhi, Defensive Player in LA. Luke Kennard, Most Improved in Detroit. And then Kenny Atkinson with Coach of the Year. So, of course, we didn't make the playoffs, but that's what we were planning to do. We go 29 and 53, so we're definitely a tanking team. For the stats though, Malik Monk did his thing this year, averaging 14 points a game. Miles Bridges was right behind him with 13, also 5 rebounds, 13 for Terry Rozier. So already off the bat, this guy is not even leading the team in scoring, so that's a red flag already. Cody Zeller ends with 11 and 6, so that's better than what he was doing at the halfway mark. Devontae Graham, 10 points a game, and Hernan Gomez and the rest of the guys, you know, it is what it is. So we're gonna simulate through this. Hopefully this doesn't take too long, because I've realized already the sim engine for my league seems to be really slow this season. So yeah, it looks like it's gonna be slow. Alright, so here we go. It's going to be the finals, Lakers, Nets, and it's going to be the, oh my god, game 7. The Lakers end up winning that one. Now, mind you, KD would have been playing in this simulation, so I'm not taking anything from it. LeBron James, finals MVP, 28, 5 rebounds, 11 assists, and a steal. So shout out my Lakers for that. Now let's get into the real GMing. Alright, this is the most important part of this whole rebuild. We're going to go into the draft lottery here and see what we can do. We're projected to get the 6th pick, and we'll also maybe get 14 with that Portland pick that we traded for. So let's see what we can do. And wow, bro, that's amazing. We shoot all the way up to the 2nd pick in the draft. So things are working out for us. And that Portland pick is going to be at 14. So we have some wiggle room. We can maybe try to move Cody Zeller with that draft pick. Alright, so there we go. Got a new assistant coach, got a new head scout, and a trainer. We're going to leave James Borrego for now, and we'll give him a chance to see what he can do with the new team. Alright, here we go. Number 1 pick, LaMelo Ball actually goes number 1 to Washington. So I guess they're going to move on from John Wall. That's insane. They changed the menu up for this. I'm really excited. You can hear the smile in my voice right now. I'm pretty excited to see this. But let's move on to our pick. That means it's going to be either Anthony Edwards or James Wiseman for us at this point. And like, man, this is going to be tough. Projection, all-star starter. James Wiseman, all-star starter, same thing. RJ Hampton's still there as well. Man. Now, I think the smart thing to do here, we're going to go ahead and pick James Wiseman. And it's because we don't really have a center for the future. We already drafted Malik Monk. We already have a small forward in Miles Bridges. And we already got PJ Washington. So the team it's developing. Give us another year and we're going to be crazy. So we went with Precious Achiuwa. I probably said that wrong, out of Memphis though. This is what our scout was going for this season. So we're going to go with him for the 14th pick. Team player options, for some reason we're going to decline Malik Monk, which I don't see us doing. And Devontae Graham we're going to keep as well. I don't know what they're really trying to do here. But yeah, we're going to keep those guys for sure. Anthony Davis actually declines his player option. Maybe he's trying to get that max. DeMar DeRozan also declines. The only person I really want to go after here is actually Anthony Davis. We have the money to offer him, so why not go ahead and offer him that? DeMar DeRozan, 30 years old. I don't really think I need a shooting guard, especially with Malik Monk being our focal point. Pascal Siakam would be a good pickup. We'll offer him 4 years. 88 overall, why not? And then there's Lowry at point guard. We got Terry Rozier, so I mean, we're going to leave that alone for now. We'll see what those two say, as we do not get any one of them. That's too bad. So what we are going to do, which is going to be a little interesting, we're going to go and try to pick up Lowry here. He wants 3 years for 60 mil, which is a lot. So I don't really know if that's what I want to offer him. A lot of people are offering him a 1-year deal. So we'll give him maybe a 2-year deal with the team option. See if he likes that. And then also we might go ahead and pick up Paul Millsap as a veteran power forward. He has no offers at the moment, so we're going to give him, he wants 3 years. So we'll give you 1 for 17 mil, just to come in as like a veteran and, you know, get the job done for us. Other than that, point guard, power forward, and I think a backup shooting guard was going to be the other thing. Oh god, I forgot. Jaylen Brown is here. May as well throw an offer at him. I mean, a lot of people are offering him a lot of money. Actually, not even a lot of money, but he's a qualifying agent for the Celtics. We'll throw them 3 years, 48 mil. I mean, it's kind of scary. Hopefully they do just pick that up. And wow, bro, holy shit. Can we afford all these people? That would be crazy if we can. I don't want to, let's see. Bro, I think we just did it. That's huge. Hold on. All right, we got through it. Holy shit. So we actually went and made a splash in free agency. We didn't go ahead and pick up a huge name, but we actually filled out the roster pretty nice. What we did, we brought in Kyle Lowry, veteran two-way inside-outside playmaker, so he can do it all pretty much. Scott Hart got hustle. veteran guy that can maybe, maybe now I can trade Terry Rozier, but maybe even Terry Rozier can come off the bench and be the same scary Terry from a couple years ago. Who knows? For shooting guard, we got Jaylen Brown on a 3-year deal. Surprisingly, I didn't expect to actually get him, so that money might be a little bit of a waste. And that's also going to take away minutes from Malik Monk. So not the happiest moment for me, but we took a shot in the dark, and that's what happens. And then Paul Millsap, who's going to start, he's going to be just like a veteran guy for PJ Washington to look up to. And of course, Wiseman and Cody Zeller. So that's going to be the lineup heading into things, man. I'm actually pretty excited. Taking a look at their player progression after free agency, Lowry is number 1. He's their best player at the moment, 85 overall. Already regressed 1, but it is what it is. Jaylen Brown goes up 4. Millsap, old age, goes down 1. Miles Bridges goes up 3, so he had a good summer. Scary Terry stays the same. Cody Zeller and Monk both with 1. PJ Washington with 3. Cody Martin with 2. And Devontae Graham with 2 as well. So at the end of this summer, we actually have a pretty solid team heading into things. Maybe not a complete contender for the championship, but it's a pretty solid team. We got Lowry starting at point, Jaylen Brown, Miles Bridges, Paul Millsap, and then James Wiseman. So that starting 5 is definitely going to take some time to mesh and get used to each other. Then we got Scary Terry off the bench as 6th man. Hopefully he can reprise his role and come back and start snapping again. Then they got Cody Zeller, Malik Monk, Achua, PJ Washington, and that's going to be the rotation, man, for now. Unfortunately, Cody Martin just isn't getting minutes. There's no way to spread it around, especially at a 72 overall, so it is what it is. Yeah, so things aren't really going how I was expecting. I thought the team would still, be at least a little decent, but we are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're 15th. So we're the last team in the East. I don't know how. I don't know what happened. I thought we were going to do great. And we're just not. We have 15 wins at the halfway mark. And I'm panicking. I'm kind of stressed right now. So stat-wise, actually, James Wiseman's doing pretty solid. He's averaging 16 and 9. He's leading us. Then there's Lowry with 15 and 7. So he's having a good year as well. Jaylen Brown with 11 points. Monk with 11. 10 for Bridges. I just don't know what's going wrong right now, to be honest. And I'm kind of nervous because we picked up Jaylen Brown on a 3-year deal, but we do only have Lowry, I think, for 1 more year. We got that team option on him, so might be another rebuild in the summer. And I think it's time for Terry Rozier to go, man. Like, off the bench, you cannot be averaging 8 points. I mean, you can average 8 points off the bench, but you're not getting paid to average 8 points a game. So we're gonna move Terry Rozier here. I think it's just that time, bro. Alright, so we're going to bring in some more youth here. Troy Brown, he was on the block for a team. They suggested it. Unfortunately, Devontae Graham, it's your time to go as well. We're going to bring in a younger guy, Killian Hayes from the Lakers. Still on his rookie deal from France. 30th pick in 2020. So we're going to see what this guy can do. He's going to probably get some minutes behind Lowry. And then Dorian Finney-Smith is just a cap space addition. But we're going to do this trade, get rid of Troy Brown, and bring in a new backup point guard, Killian Hayes, who I don't know if we're going to give him minutes. I don't want to give Dorian minutes. So we're going to split 6 between him and Cody Martin. So at the end of the season, Giannis wins back-to-back MVP awards, 29, 11, and 6. LaMelo Ball comes into the league, wins Rookie of the Year, bro. I'm telling you, this guy's going to be a projected number 1 pick, bro. This guy is going to be special in Washington. John Wall, 6th man. Michael Porter with Most Improved in Detroit. Wow, I guess Denver traded him off. And then Mike Budenholzer with Coach of the Year. So we finally get an award here. Just behind the Rookie of the Year, LaMelo Ball, we have James Wiseman, who makes All-Rookie First Team. Pretty much expected from a top 3 pick anyway, so I mean, it's nothing special. 16 points a game, 9 rebounds, an assist, and 2.2 blocks, so great numbers for the young guy. Definitely going to get better with time. So with James Wiseman doing so well, behind him was Lowry with 15 points a game and 7 assists. So we might bring him back. I don't really know. I don't want to pay him that kind of money. Jaylen Brown, for his whopping contract, only averaged 11 this season. Miles Bridges with 10 for Monk. And yeah, guys, we got some problems here in Charlotte. This year's finals is going to be the Sixers and the Rockets, and it's going to be another close battle as the Rockets actually beat them in 6 there. I guess Harden and Westbrook finally got it done. 31 points for the finals MVP, and the Beard himself with 7 assists, 2 steals. And yeah, that's back-to-back years we didn't even make the playoffs. we got to step it up. So we're actually in the draft lottery for the second time in a row. Projected to get the 3rd pick this year, which is good. So hopefully we can maybe do that. And we actually, yeah. So back-to-back years, we are in the top 3 for our draft picks. So back-to-back years, James, I'm sorry, but we're going to have to let you go, man. We gave you an opportunity. You just didn't get it done. So we might bring in either D'Antoni or Underwood. So we're in after them. Both tentative at the moment. It's okay. They both rejected it. Wow. So I guess the Hornets are just really that bad. That's not good. Gordon, 3-year deal. So we're going to have to just settle for Oliver Gordon here. We're going to give him a 3-year deal. At least he's got B+, B- defense and offense, so it is what it is. The number 1 pick goes to the Pacers, and Cade Cunningham is going to go number 1 from Texas here. And New York's going to be up next. And New York actually picks Jalen Green from USC. Interesting. See, now I don't think we can get any better than what we're at right now. And this draft class is nothing crazy, especially in the top 3. So we're going to try to move this pick here for like a solid player, man. Our team needs at the moment, these are our positions. We got Lowry, who may or may not be back. We basically have no point guard at the moment. Then we got Jaylen Brown, Malik Monk. He's a free agent as well. I completely forgot we're going to have to re-sign him. Then we got our small forwards of Miles Bridges and Achua. PJ Washington, who's actually developing pretty well. And then Wiseman, and then maybe a backup center. So I think a point guard is the main thing we need right now. So I think the only way we can actually get this done, I tried trading both of these picks to try to get somebody. And the best I could have gotten was John Wall. And that's going to be 44 mils on the books. So we decided to scratch that. We're going to go ahead and pick the number 1 pick, basically. We're going to trade our 3rd pick, our 19th pick, and a 2025 first rounder for Cade Cunningham, who apparently has an A+ potential, and then TJ Warren, who I might try to move maybe at the trade deadline. So this will fill out our young core, maybe 1 more year, and it will maybe be at a contention, but it's not looking good. We're going to pick Cade Cunningham here with this trade, give away all our draft picks, and start fresh with this team as Evan Mobley goes to the Pacers at number 3. Alright, so taking a look at the free agents this year, I don't think we have any money, but Kawhi Leonard and Paul George both declined their player option, which is kind of weird. I don't know if they're trying to get their money, but that would be crazy if somebody picked those guys up. Dinwiddie also declined. We're going to offer Malik Monk a qualifying offer for 1 year, 6.6, and hopefully we can maybe re-sign him on a long-term deal. I still have faith in this guy. He is 23 years of age, still has a lot of time to grow. We got to just give him a chance, man. Got to offer these guys when they're on the table. Why not? Go ahead and try. Donovan Mitchell would be crazy as well. And Conley, we'll see what you're about afterwards. Let's see what happens here as Paul George is going to sign with the Hornets. No fucking way. I'm out here cussing. Can I keep Monk? Okay, I can keep Monk. Cody, you're too much money. Cody Martin will have to let go. We'll keep Mac McClung. Do I have to renounce Lowry? I think I do, yep. And then Millsap as well. That's okay. Bro, we're about to get Paul George. Alright, let's see if this actually goes through, man. It's the last day of the moratorium. And I think we just signed Paul George. And an amazing... Yo, that is crazy. We have way too many small forwards now, but... Yo. Paul George is on the Hornets. Oh, so here we go. Malik Monk is prepared to accept an offer from the Timberwolves. Let's see what it is. They want to give him 3 years, 33 mil, and we also get Jared Allen. Now, I don't think we can sign both. That's so tough. Alright, so I think for the sake of the rebuild, we're going to have to match Malik Monk, bring him back, and then, sorry Jared Allen, it would have been cool, but it is what it is, man. Malik Monk, welcome back to the team. We're going to have to just pick up a budget. We're going to have to just pick up a budget center for the team to back up James Wiseman. Player progressions, Paul George doesn't seem happy. He goes down 1. Maybe that might be his age. I hope it's his age, and I hope he's just not upset being here in Charlotte. I mean, he didn't say anything. Jaylen Brown goes up 2, though. James Wiseman with 4. He had a good summer. 3 for Malik Monk, 3 for PJ Washington, 2 for Achua, 2 for Dorian Finney-Smith, and 2 for Killian Hayes. There's no way. We have a new coach, a new star, and our young core. This should be a playoff team. No questions about it. So we just had one of the craziest summers of our whole rebuild so far, but this is going to be the lineup heading into year number 3. We got Cade Cunningham, Jaylen Brown, Paul George, Miles Bridges, James Wiseman, that's our starting 5, which is insane. Then we got TJ Warren off the bench. He might get moved at trade deadline depending on how good he does this year on the team. We got Jeremy Grant, who just picked him up. Malik Monk, Bismack Biyombo. And that's going to be it, man. I do want to go 10-man, but we're going to leave it at this for now. Still have a lot of guys off the bench that can get some valuable minutes, but with no injuries on, I doubt that's going to happen. So we just reached the trade deadline here on season number 3, and we are currently sitting at the 5th seed in the East, which is not what I expected, especially for this kind of lineup, but it is what it is. Maybe we're just gelling. We got our chemistry only at a 66 right now, which is kind of concerning. But with a team like this, I don't know how we're doing this bad. So the only move I really want to make here is trying to trade that TJ Warren that we picked up from that trade. Now, TJ Warren this season, I don't know what he's doing actually. He's averaging 13 points a game, so TJ Warren's always going to be known as a scorer. But I see this trade here from the Kings where I can get Buddy Hield on a 3-year deal worth $15 million per year, which is kind of a lot. But for an 87 overall, I think I got to take this, man. He's averaging 14 a game in Sacramento at the moment. Another scorer, but he's definitely way better of a scorer than TJ Warren. He can shoot the 3. That's mainly what we want, and he can be a good guy off the bench. He can even maybe start over Malik Monk, because I don't really know if I trust Malik Monk or not. But we're going to go ahead and do this trade here. We're going to give up a 2nd round pick in 2026 and bring in Buddy Hield. At the end of season 3, we are not where we wanted to be. We're currently 42-40, which is an average team. Not even average, that's pretty below par. We're going to have to take a look at the standings afterwards to see if we made the playoffs. But Giannis wins MVP for the 3rd straight year in a row. Cade Cunningham, that's a bright spot for our team there. Rookie of the year, averaged 19, 5 rebounds, 5 assists, and a steal. Shooting almost 40% from the 3-point land, which is pretty cool. Good to see that. Maybe we'll just need one more year for him to develop into a superstar. Shooter, 6th man of the year. Anthony Davis, Defensive Player of the Year. Most Improved goes to Dennis Smith, who's in Toronto. Okay, I like to see that. That would be pretty cool. And then Billy Donovan with Coach of the Year. So first time ever we actually have one of these players on one of these teams. And we got Paul George, who's on All Defensive 2nd team for us this year. Again, we have some bright spots. We gave this guy the money that he deserved. He's only averaging 16 a game. But I guess his defense is kind of an upside at 95, bro. He's 31 years of age. 2.2 steals a game is really good for us. I need him to do a little bit more scoring, but I guess with James Wiseman and Cade Cunningham, it's kind of hard for him to score, but I think we just need one more year with this team. There's Cade Cunningham, all rookie 1st team, of course, because he is Rookie of the Year, alongside Terrence Clark, Evan Mobley, Jalen Johnson, and Billy Preston. So heading into the playoffs, we actually squeezed in at 7, which is good to see, but before I get into that, let's take a look at our stats for our players this season. We already know Cade Cunningham. Oh, I guess he led us in scoring this year. James Wiseman was right behind him with 17 and 10. 2.7 blocks, so could have been a Defensive Player of the Year candidate. Buddy Hield comes in with 13, 12 for Bridges, 11 for Brown, 10 for Monk. Monk is not, balling out like I expected. But that's it for that. We are a 7 seed going up against Chicago here in round 1. First time we're in the playoffs here, facing Kobe White, Zach LaVine, Kawhi. I forgot this guy went to the Bulls. Bro, that's crazy that the Clippers just got blown up like that. 2 steals a game for this guy, 24 and 7. Paul Millsap, who was once on this team as well. Oh, man. This is a pretty good team. Wendell Carter's in 85. Anthony Edwards, freaking number 3 pick in the draft, averaging 20 a game this season. Steven Adams. This Bulls team is stacked. What the hell? Holy shit. Maybe we should have put injuries on after all. Alright, we're going to simulate the round because I do not think we're going to go ahead and win this. I don't even think you can simulate game by game anyways. Alright, so Utah actually beats the Lakers, and then the Pistons, who are the number 1 seed, make the finals. And it's a 3 versus 1 seed, and the Jazz end up winning the championship here in 2022. Rudy Gobert, the Stifle Tower, wins finals MVP. 14 points a game, 15 rebounds, and 2 blocks per game. That's a shocker, I'm not going to lie. We're going to send a qualifying offer here to Miles Bridges. Now, this is the only guy I really want to pick up in free agency. I think that's the only move we're going to do this year. Definitely improving a bit, not really. Averaging 12 and 5. But he's just a staple for this team. He's only 24 years of age. We got to bring him back. So Miles Bridges is prepared to accept a contract from the Pacers. So we'll see what it is. They want 4 years, 73 mil for this guy, man. In our rotation, we got PJ Washington and Jeremy Grant right now. But Miles is a guy I want to try to keep, man. He's getting a lot of offers from a lot of teams. And it's like, at this point, I think we may as well go ahead and match that. Because if people are that interested, I mean, his upside for the team, if he were to start for us, let's see, he would average 15 and 6. So, I mean, that's solid. We're going to have to just go ahead and match it. Killian Hayes might be our backup point guard for the season, but we'll see how much money we have left and what we can afford point guard wise. We're going to bring him in, and affordable point guards, not much on the board. So taking a look at our player progressions here, Jaylen Brown goes up 3, which puts him at an 88 right now. James Wiseman goes up 4 at an 87. Heel goes up 1. Cade Cunningham goes up 4. 4 for Bridges. 3 for Monk. So this is what the young guys are all about, man. Development. Terry Rozier goes up 2. He's happy to be back. Achua goes up 3. 2 for Grant. 2 for Washington. 2 for Zach Collins, bro. The team is looking ready. I don't know why our chemistry is so low. Maybe next time I do a rebuild, I will not have chemistry on, because for some reason, like, a team like this should be meshing pretty well at this point. So this is going to be our lineup heading into the final year of this rebuild. We got Cade Cunningham at point, Buddy Hield at the 2, George, Bridges, and Wiseman. Same starting 5 at the end of last season. Then we got Brown off the bench, Monk, Terry Rozier, who's back on the team, Achua, and that's going to be it, man. We might even put Jeremy at the end of the season. We'll have to just see. But if I don't win with this team, bro, I don't know what to tell you, man. But we end with a 53 and 29 record this season, which is really good, man. Last year we had 42 wins, so definitely a major improvement. But this guy Giannis, bro, won his 4th straight MVP. Like, this game is glitched. I don't know how. I have no words. Emily Bates, I don't know if I said that right, just wins Rookie of the Year. Scotty Barnes, 6th Man of the Year in New York. Anthony Davis, Defensive Player again. Darius Garland, Most Improved. That's interesting, 21 and 7. And Jacob Underwood with Coach of the Year. We get Paul George once again here on all defensive second team this season, averaging 13 points a game. Definitely regressing or something, or maybe someone's just taking over the scoring. But as long as you got those 2 steals a game, I'm happy with you, Paul. Take a look at the stats here before we head into the playoffs. James Wiseman had a crazy year. 20 points a game, 11 rebounds with almost 3 blocks a game, which is insane. Great year for him. Definitely coming into his own. Only 22 years of age, and he's at 89. Cade Cunningham right behind with 18 a game, 5 assists, and a steal. Great job for him. Miles Bridges also came back, scored pretty decent this year, 16 a game, 5 rebounds. Great job, man. Everyone's developing. Malik Monk even had, 2 points more from last year. 13 for Buddy Hield as well. George with 13, Brown with 11. I think we just have a lot of, I'm not sure, if the balancing is right with the type of players we have. But, I thought this team was pretty damn solid, man. But taking a look at the playoffs, we are a 2 seed heading into this year. We went from 7 to 2, which is insane, and it's a great way to look at things, man. We were developing, but of course, we're facing the cheesy Bucks with Giannis, the 4-time. I guess that would be 5 MVPs under his belt. They got Kyrie Walker. I see this guy on Overtime all the time talking shit to Julian Newman, Jalen Smith, Hassan Whiteside, Andrew Wiggins, Frank Jackson, and a bunch of other players who I don't think, this team is okay, mainly because Giannis is on the team. That's the only thing that would stop us. And I was right, actually. We do not have the opportunity to simulate game by game, so we're going to have to go round by round here. Please, man. It goes so slow, too. We're down 2-0, bro. Come on. Home court advantage. You guys are not serious. Come on, man. Please. Oh, my God. Yo, either the sim's broken or I'm a trash GM. So it's going to be Bulls and Timberwolves here, as the Bulls end up winning in 6 games here to win the 2023 championship. The other Clipper, Kawhi Leonard, wins the championship, other than, Paul George being alone and quiet, sad here in Charlotte. But, so Kawhi Leonard wins Finals MVP, man. Chicago, I guess he made the right move to the right team. 31 points a game, 8 rebounds, 3 assists, 2 steals. As Giannis gets yet another championship. And bro, this whole rebuild, I'm pretty shocked. I know we started off rough, but the team that we have now, I thought for sure was gonna do better than that. We got a 2 seed, so I don't know how we didn't end up winning or even make it. We haven't made it out the first round. That's just bad coaching or bad GMing. Our coach was pretty bad as well. I don't really want to put the blame on myself, but we're going to end the video there, man. Let me know what I could have done different in this. Maybe I just didn't see things right. I thought I did okay building through the draft. I brought in a big player in Paul George. We just didn't get the job done, man. Hope you guys enjoyed, though. Make sure to leave a like, comment down below on what team you want to see next or what gameplay you want to see next. Make sure to hit that subscribe button, hit that noti bell, and I will see you guys in the next one.